up my combat boots, tying up my hair, sensing the electricity crackling in the air. We are not protesting with a picket or a sign. We are using choreography to cross the battle line. Step to the left, pivot sharply to the right, turning our frustration into a beacon of light. Every single motion is a calculated strike, moving all together down the middle of the turnpike. Oppressors looking down from their ivory towers, underestimating the capacity of our powers. They try to legislate the way we naturally feel, but the rhythm of the people is made of forged steel. Marching to the frequency of ultimate defiance, forming an unbreakable underground alliance. We do not need artillery to tear the system down. We just need the heaviest subwoofers in the town. The tempo is a weapon, the melody is a shield. We are taking over the entire battlefield. No surrender, no retreat, we hold the front line, following the guidance of a higher grand design. Get ready for the rebel dance, a physical revolt, hitting the establishment like a lightning bolt, shaking off the shackles with a synchronized sway, chasing all the dictators and hypocrites away. Rebel dance, the revolution is finally here, conquering the tyranny, eradicating fear. Generals are panicking, checking on their screens, trying to decipher what this movement really means. Footstep vibrating like an earthquake on the fog, bringing their corrupt economy to a grinding halt. We are warriors of sound, soldiers of the groove, proving our intentions with every single move. Babylon is crumbling beneath our stomping feet. Victory is tasting incredibly sweet. Spinning like a hurricane, twisting like a storm, breaking every boundary, rejecting every norm. Sweat is camouflage, painting my determined face, claiming ownership of this contested urban space. Shoulder to shoulder, we form a human barricade, showing off the courage that we have proudly made. No one can stop a tide that has already turned, watching all the wicked institutions get burned. The tempo is a weapon, the melody is a shield. We are taking over the entire battlefield. No surrender, no retreat, we hold the front line, following the guidance of a higher grand design. Get ready for the rebel dance, a physical revolt, hitting the establishment like a lightning bolt, shaking off the shackles with a synchronized sway, chasing all the dictators and hypocrites away. Rebel dance, the revolution is finally here, conquering the tyranny, 10,000 feet high, looking at the checkerboard of earth from the sky. Heart is palpitating wildly inside my chest, putting my courage to the ultimate extreme test. I take a deep breath and I step off the edge, honoring the crazy adrenaline-fueled pledge. Plummeting downward, cutting through the freezing clouds, screaming out my exhilaration absolutely loud. Terminal velocity reaping against my face, a magnificent, terrifying, spectacular race. No strings attached, leaving the heavy burdens behind. The total liberation of the body and the mind, spreading my arms wide, simulating a flying bird. The most peaceful silence that I have ever heard. Gravity is the teacher, I am the willing student, being reckless and entirely wonderfully imprudent. Aerodynamic diving, slicing the atmosphere, eradicating absolutely every single fear. The altimeter ticking, measuring the descent, a beautiful fraction of time, incredibly well spent. Experiencing the freedom drop, a vertical flight, a daytime phenomenon that feels exceptionally bright. Trusting the parachute, embracing the massive fall, answering the extreme, adventurous, daring call. Freedom drop, completely untethered and unchained, a miraculous memory that is permanently ingrained. Rolling over on my back, staring at the blue, seeing the entire hemisphere from a different view. The topography below looks like a painted map, escaping from the ordinary, predictable trap. I pull the ripcord firmly, feeling the sudden jerk, watching an island canopy perfectly do its work. Transitioning from a bullet to a floating leaf, experiencing a massive, overwhelming relief. Gliding in spirals over the majestic terrain, washing away the stress, erasing the mental stain. The parachute catches the thermal updraft breeze, floating gracefully directly over the forest trees. Steering the toggles, navigating the open air, hanging suspended by a harness, completely aware. The landing zone approaches, getting rapidly close, taking in the maximum exhilarating dose. Aerodynamic diving, slicing the atmosphere, eradicating absolutely every single fear. The altimeter ticking, measuring the descent, a beautiful fraction of time, incredibly well spent. Experiencing the freedom drop, a vertical flight, a daytime phenomenon that feels exceptionally bright. Trusting the parachute, embracing the massive fall, answering the extreme, adventurous, daring call. Freedom drop, completely untethered and unchained, a miraculous memory that is permanently ingrained. Feet touching the grass, bending the shaking knees, surviving the ultimate jump with spectacular ease. Unbuckling the helmet, gathering the tangled cords, receiving the greatest of all, invisible reward. Floating down, so peaceful, like a feather, touch the ground. Experiencing the freedom drop, a vertical flight, a daytime phenomenon that feels exceptionally bright. Trusting the parachute, embracing the massive fall, answering the extreme, adventurous, daring call. Freedom drop, completely untethered and unchained, a miraculous memory that is permanently ingrained. Safe and deep, look at the sky, we flew today, totally free. Strap into the cockpit, strap Hop into the cockpit, prepare the shuttle launch. Leaving the stratosphere, our determination is staunch. Looking through the porthole at the shrinking globe below. Heading toward the galaxies where glowing comets go. Zero gravity suspends my floating silver hair. Breathing oxygen from tanks inside the vacuum air. Igniting thrusters rapidly to leave the Milky Way. Discovering a universe where alien life forms play. Rastafari navigating through the asteroid belt. The hottest solar temperatures that I have ever felt. Planting a flag of unity upon the lunar dust. In the cosmic architecture is the only thing we trust. Cruising past the rings of Saturn in the silver fleet. Bringing interstellar rhythm to the Martian street. Telescopes cannot predict the trajectory we take. Leaving a magnificent celestial glowing wake. Warp speed engaged, pushing the throttle lever up. Drinking liquid starlight from a shiny meteor cup. Constellations blurring to a singular bright beam. Living out a spectacular extraterrestrial dream. Igniting the space flyer, burning up the cold. A planetary journey that is beautifully bold. Orbiting the supernova, surfing on the flare. Shooting past the nebulas with absolutely no care. Space fire, melting down the frozen satellite. A brilliant explosion in the endless dark night. Black holes trying desperately to suck my vessel in, but the anti-gravity propulsion guarantees we win. Communicating telepathically across the vast unknown. Establishing a colony upon a meteorite throne. Quantum physics bending to the will of the base. A spiritual awakening within the outer space. Meteorites crashing down, but we expertly dodge. Resting safely inside the intergalactic lodge. Plasma streams illuminating the dark matter void. Dancing on the surface of a rogue stray asteroid. Wearing a spacesuit tailored with synthetic thread. A billion shining galaxies exploding in my head. We are astronauts and rhythm pioneers of the sky. Watching the magnificent constellations whizzing by. No borders or boundaries exist up in this dome. Making the magnificent cosmos our permanent home. Warp speed engaged, pushing the throttle lever up. Drinking liquid starlight from a shiny meteor cup. Constellations blurring to a singular bright beam. Living out a spectacular extraterrestrial dream. Igniting the space fire, burning up the cold. A planetary journey that is beautifully bold. Orbiting the supernova, surfing on the flare. Shooting past the nebulas with absolutely no care. Space fire, melting down the frozen satellite. A brilliant explosion in the endless dark night. Telemetry readings indicate a massive sonic boom. Echoing endlessly across the universe's room. We bypass Pluto, accelerating past the edge. Fulfilling the astronomical visionary play. Houston, we have liftoff. Approaching the sun. Maximum velocity. Stardust falling. Igniting the space fire, burning up the cold. A planetary journey that is beautifully bold. Orbiting the supernova, surfing on the flare. Shooting past the nebulas with absolutely no care. Space fire, melting down the frozen satellite. A brilliant explosion in the endless dark night. Dream to take away infinite space. The final frontier, cosmic vibration. Digging enthusiastically through the dusty cardboard crates. Searching for the legendary, incredibly rare assets. acetates, wearing sequin bell-bottoms and massive hoop rings, appreciating the beauty of tangible physical things. The album cover artwork is a masterpiece of design, pulling out a classic record from 1979, blowing the dust carefully off the black circular wax, preparing to play the most spectacular groovy tracks. Yeah, dropping the diamond stylus onto the spinning disc, taking a beautiful analog auditory risk. The tube amplifier glowing with the comfortable warm heat, delivering the authentic uncompressed heavy beat. No digital files, no invisible streaming cloud, just the authentic vibration playing beautifully loud. 33 and a third revolutions per minute, throwing out entire dedicated souls directly in it. The crackles and the pops add a wonderful character, a beautiful imperfection that makes it entirely better, preserving the history embedded in the tiny grooves, creating a magical atmosphere that physically moves. Basking in the retro, spectacular vinyl glamour, escaping the noisy modern digital glamour. The aesthetic is timeless, the fidelity is pure, providing a nostalgic musical magical cure. Vinyl glamour, a tribute to the golden age, turning back the beautiful historical page. Reading the liner notes printed on the paper sleeve, discovering exactly what the legendary artist believed. The turntable belt spinning, a heavy aluminum platter, making the superficial modern pop completely shatter. We skip the track by manually lifting the tone arm, protecting the delicate groove from any possible harm. The smell of old cardboard is incredibly intoxicating, rewarding the patience of our dedicated waiting. Dancing barefoot across the shag carpet floor, this analog experience leaves me begging for more. The disco ball reflecting off the shiny black surface, giving our evening a completely wonderful purpose. We took the record carefully over to the B-side, enjoying the spectacular 45-minute ride. The heavy dub echoes bouncing off the wallpapered wall, answering the vintage stereophonic beautiful call. The crackles and the pops add a wonderful character, a beautiful imperfection that makes it entirely better, preserving the history embedded in the tiny grooves, creating a magical atmosphere that physically moves. Basking in the retro, spectacular vinyl glamour, escaping the noisy modern digital glamour. The aesthetic is timeless, the fidelity is pure, providing the nostalgic musical magical cure. Vinyl glamour, a tribute to the golden age, turning back the beautiful historical page. Yeah, the algorithm cannot predict what we actually feel. The analog format makes the emotion completely real. Keep the needle completely clean, protect the fragile wax, enjoying the warmth of the absolute finest tracks. Spit it back, or flip the side. Whoa, whoa, warm analog, retro vibes. Basking in the retro, spectacular vinyl glamour, escaping the noisy modern dish. Oh, digital glamour, it's timeless, the fidelity is pure, providing a nostalgic musical magical cure. Vinyl glamour, a tribute to the golden age, turning back the beautiful historical page. Record finished, lift the needle, beautiful sound, timeless. searching for the legendary, incredibly rare acetates, wearing sequin bell-bottoms and massive hoop rings, appreciating the beauty of tangible, physical things. The album cover artwork is a masterpiece of design, pulling out a classic record from 1979, blowing the dust carefully off the black circular wax, preparing to play the most spectacular groovy tracks. Dropping the diamond stylus onto the spinning disc, taking a beautiful analog auditory risk. The tube amplifier glowing with the comfortable warm heat, delivering the authentic uncompressed heavy beat. No digital files, no invisible streaming cloud, just the authentic vibration playing beautifully loud. 33 and the third revolutions per minute, throwing our entire dedicated souls directly in it. The crackles and the pops add a wonderful character, a beautiful imperfection that makes it entirely better, preserving the history embedded in the tiny grooves, creating a magical atmosphere that physically moves. Basking in the retro, spectacular vinyl glamour, escaping the noisy, modern, digital clamor. The aesthetic is timeless, the fidelity is pure, providing a nostalgic musical magical cure. Vinyl glamour, a tribute to the golden age, turning back the beautiful historical page. Reading the liner notes printed on the paper sleeve, discovering exactly what the legendary artist believed. The turntable belt spinning the heavy aluminum bladder, making the superficial modern pop completely shatter. We skip the track by manually lifting the tone arm, protecting the delicate groove from any possible harm. The smell of old cardboard is incredibly intoxicating, rewarding the patience of our dedicated awaiting. Dancing barefoot across the shag carpet floor, this analog experience leaves me begging for more. The disco ball reflecting off the shiny black surface, giving our evening a completely wonderful purpose. We flip the record carefully over to the B-side, enjoying the spectacular 45-minute ride. The heavy dub echoes bouncing off the wallpapered wall, answering the vintage stereophonic beautiful call. The crackles and the pops add a wonderful character, a beautiful imperfection that makes it entirely better, preserving the history embedded in the tiny grooves, creating a magical atmosphere that physically moves. Basking in the retro, spectacular vinyl glamour, escaping the noisy, modern, digital clamor. The aesthetic is timeless, the fidelity is pure, providing a nostalgic musical magical cure. Vinyl glamour, a tribute to the golden age, turning back the beautiful historical page. The algorithm cannot predict what we actually feel. The analog format makes the emotion completely real. Keep the needle completely clean, protect the fragile wax, enjoying the warmth of the absolute finest track. Spin it back, flip the side, warm analog, retro vibes. Basking in the retro, spectacular vinyl glamour, escaping the noisy, modern, digital clamor. The aesthetic is timeless, the fidelity is pure, providing a nostalgic musical magical cure. Vinyl glamour, a tribute to the golden age, turning back the beautiful historical page. Record finished. Lift the needle. Beautiful sound. Timeless. Ooh. emotion like this before. The gravitational pull is impossible to deny, tethering my soul firmly to the vast open sky. No superficial flirtation, no temporary fling. You are my absolute spectacular everything, plunging into the profound, unfathomable deep. A monumental devotion that is mine to keep, carrying the colossal weight of a genuine romance, entering a completely mesmerizing, beautiful trance. You are the solid foundation underneath my feet, making my existence entirely and wonderfully complete. Hurricanes may threaten, tornadoes might arrive, but this dense affection guarantees we survive, bound together by invisible, unbreakable ropes, surpassing entirely my wildest, grandest hopes. Sinking downward into the abyss of your embrace, occupying a completely sacred, permanent space. The mass of this attraction bends the laws of physics, curing the doubts of the pessimistic critics. We are anchored by incredibly heavy love, a monumental blessing gifted from above, too dense to be broken, too solid to ever bend, a gravitational anomaly that will never end. Heavy love, grounding us into the bedrock core, leaving us passionately begging for more. A fortress constructed of absolute pure trust, impervious entirely to the corrosive rust. I pledge my allegiance with a solemn, serious vow. Eternity is happening right exactly here and now. Your loyalty weighs a ton, pure as solid gold, a fascinating story that's finally been told. No shallow waters, we navigate the deepest trench, a burning thirst that only you can properly quench. The gravity multiplies whenever you are near, eradicating instantly every microscopic fear. My heart is a boulder resting in your palm, providing an overwhelmingly reassuring calm. We do not float away like meaningless balloons, we are stabilized entirely like orbiting moons. The density of passion suffocates the lonely past, a monumental monolith built to forever last. Sinking downward into the abyss of your embrace, occupying a completely sacred, permanent space. The mass of this attraction bends the laws of physics, curing the doubts of the pessimistic critics. We are anchored by incredibly heavy love, a monumental blessing gifted from above, too dense to be broken, too solid to ever bend, a gravitational anomaly that will never end. Heavy love, grounding us into the bedrock core, leaving us passionately begging for more. Let the massive tsunami crash against the shore. Our monumental bond is stronger than a titanium door, rooted deeply within the center of the earth, celebrating constantly this magnificent rebirth. So deep, massive gravity, hold me down, solid bedrock. We are anchored by an incredibly heavy love, a monumental blessing gifted from above, too dense to be broken, too solid to ever bend, a gravitational anomaly that will never end. Heavy love, grounding us into the bedrock core, leaving us passionately begging for more. Anchored forever, sinking in immense devotion, total gravity. early, before the sun even shows its face. Running the rat race, keeping up a frantic pace. Chasing the paper, securing the daily bread. So many complex equations running through my head. Grinding in the studio, negotiating the major deal. Trying to figure out what is fake and what is real. Working in the field, sweating underneath the sun. The labor of a righteous man is never truly done. Planting the crops, hoping for a bountiful yield. Using faith as a weapon, wearing truth as a shield. Babylon demands the taxes, pushing us to the brink, but they cannot dictate the way a free man thinks. Keep pushing forward, ignoring the fatigue. We are playing the game in an entirely different league. No rest for the wicked, but the righteous never tire. Fueling the engine with an inextinguishable fire. It is the dub hustle, surviving another day. Earning our keep, making sure we get our pay. Moving to the rhythm of the universal grind, leaving laziness and hesitation far behind. Dub hustle, from the office to the farm. Working very hard, but keeping completely calm. Hey, boss man yelling loudly, trying to break my spirit, but I block out the noise. I refuse to even hear it, because I have a family waiting patiently at home. They are the only reason that I endlessly roam. Gathering the resources, building a solid base, maintaining my dignity, navigating with grace. Signing contracts, smiling for the flashing cameras, handling the pressure, avoiding the endless dramas. Building an empire brick by heavy brick, dodging all the obstacles, moving fast and quick. Success is the target, determination is the bow. Shooting the arrow straight, claiming the victory now. Keep pushing forward, ignoring the fatigue. We are playing the game in an entirely different league. No rest for the wicked, but the righteous never tire. Fueling the engine with an inextinguishable fire. It is the job hustle, surviving another day. Earning our keep, making sure we get our pay. Moving to the rhythm of the universal grind, leaving laziness and hesitation far behind. Job hustle, from the office to the farm. Working very hard, but keeping completely calm. The paycheck is important, but the soul is priceless. We navigate this crazy world, avoiding the crisis. Balance the books, but keep the music playing loud. Standing tall and independent in the middle of the crowd. Work, 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 work. Don't stop, don't stop. Keep grinding, stay focused. It is the dub hustle, surviving another day. Earning our keep, making sure we get our pay. Moving to the rhythm of the universal grind, leaving laziness and hesitation far behind. Dub hustle, from the office to the farm. Oh, working very hard, but keeping completely calm. Clocking out, heading home. The hustle never stops, so we keep smiling. Yeah. determination is staunch. Looking through the porthole at the shrinking globe below, heading toward the galaxies where glowing comets go. Zero gravity suspends my floating silver hair, breathing oxygen from tanks inside the vacuum air, igniting thrusters rapidly to leave the Milky Way, discovering a universe where alien life forms play.
Rastafari navigating through the asteroid belt, the hottest solar temperatures that I have ever felt, planting a flag of unity upon the lunar dust. In the cosmic architecture is the only thing we trust.
Cruising past the rings of Saturn in the silver fleet, bringing interstellar rhythm to the Martian street. Telescopes cannot predict the trajectory we take, leaving the magnificent celestial glowing way. Warp speed engage, pushing the throttle lever up, drinking liquid starlight from a shiny meteor cup. Constellations blur into a singular bright beam, living out a spectacular extraterrestrial dream. Igniting the space fire, burning up the cold, a planetary journey that is beautifully bold. Orbiting the supernovas, surfing on the flare, shooting past the nebulas with absolutely no care. Space fire, melting down the frozen satellites, a brilliant explosion in the endless dark night.
Black holes trying desperately to suck my vessel in, but the anti-gravity propulsion guarantees we win. Communicating telepathically across the vast unknown, establishing a colony upon a meteorite throne.
Quantum physics bending to the will of the base, a spiritual awakening within the outer space. Meteorites crashing down, but we expertly dodge, resting safely inside the intergalactic lodge. Plasma streams illuminating the dark matter void, dancing on the surface of a rogue stray asteroid. Wearing a spacesuit tailored with synthetic thread, a billion shining galaxies exploding in my head. We are astronauts of rhythm, pioneers of the sky, watching the magnificent constellations whizzing by. No borders or boundaries exist up in this dome, making the magnificent cosmos our permanent home. Warp speed engage, pushing the throttle lever up, drinking liquid starlight from a shiny meteor cup. Constellations blur into a singular bright beam, living out a spectacular extraterrestrial dream. Igniting the space fire, burning up the cold, a planetary journey that is beautifully bold. Orbiting the supernovas, surfing on the flare, shooting past the nebulas with absolutely no care. Space fire, melting down the frozen satellites, a brilliant explosion in the endless dark night. Telemetry readings indicate a massive sonic boom, echoing endlessly across the universe's room. We bypass Pluto, accelerating past the edge, fulfilling the astronomical visionary pledge. Houston, we have liftoff, approaching the sun, maximum velocity. Stardust falling, igniting the space fire, burning up the coal, a planetary journey that is beautifully bold. Orbiting the supernovas, surfing on the flare, shooting past the nebulas with absolutely no care. Space fire, melting down the frozen satellite, a brilliant explosion in the endless dark night. Drifting away, infinite space, the final frontier, cosmic vibrations. spectacular costume of sapphire blue. Gigantic feathered wings stretching brilliantly wide, bursting with an intoxicating, unapologetic pride. The matriarch of the archipelago shining in the sun, ensuring that the massive festival has officially begun. Sequins reflecting the incredibly bright tropical rays, dancing triumphantly through the observatory haze.
Following her magnificent flow down the parade route, blowing enthusiastically on the carved wooden flute. The diaspora unites in this spectacular, colorful swarm, sheltering beautifully inside the cultural warm storm. She commands the procession with the flick of her wrist, adding a joyful, undeniable, energetic twist. The calypso melodies blend with the heavy reggae drum erasing the memory of where the bitter tears came from.
The entire peninsula vibrates with the massive cheer, the most anticipated, beautiful holiday of the year. Swaying our hips to the infectious island groove, watching the spectacular, decorated chariots move. Make way for the spectacular, glowing island diva, curing the population of the highly contagious fever. The undisputed queen of the glorious grand carnival, hosting the ultimate, magnificent cultural festival. Island diva, wearing the extravagant plume crown, turning the sadness of the entire geography upside down.
Tossing the colorful beats through the enthusiastic crowd, playing the percussion instruments exceptionally loud. Her energy is an entirely renewable, massive source, guiding the festivities on a joyous, spectacular course. We celebrate the heritage, we honor the deep roots, tasting the sweetness of the native tropical fruits. The stilt walkers tower high above the massive streets, synchronizing their steps to her undeniable beat.
My headdress is a towering architectural masterpiece, commanding that the suffering immediately finally sees. I am the visual representation of the island soul, making the fragmented, broken history entirely whole. Pouring the sweet nectar into the communal cup, lifting the spirits of the entire neighborhood up. The confetti rains down like a colorful paper shower, embracing the magnificent matriarchal total power. The entire peninsula vibrates with the massive cheer, the most anticipated, beautiful holiday of the year. Swaying our hips to the infectious island groove, watching the spectacular, decorated chariots move. Make way for the spectacular, glowing island diva, curing the population of the highly contagious fever. The undisputed queen of the glorious grand carnival, hosting the ultimate, magnificent cultural festival. Island diva, wearing the extravagant plume crown, turning the sadness of the entire geography upside down.
The sun is setting,
But the masquerade continues on
we will keep celebrating.
till the break of dawn.
The rhythm is a deeply embedded,
Cultural lifeline,
making the entire archipelago brilliantly shine.
jump up, wave your flag, queen of the band, carnival joy. Make way for the spectacular, glowing island diva, curing the population of the highly contagious fever. The frosted glass of my brownstone flat, wondering where the warmth of the summer went and sat. Snowflakes descending upon the incredibly quiet street, burying the memories beneath the terrifying white sheet. Tears freezing instantly upon my shivering cheek, feeling emotionally drained, vulnerable and weak. The radiator hisses, but it provides no actual heat, except in the reality of this emotional defeat.
Walking underneath the massive rusted overpass, watching the heavy icicles forming on the glass. Collar turned up against the absolutely bitter chill, swallowing a tremendously difficult jagged pill, carrying the generational sorrow inside my heavy lungs, speaking the prayers in the forgotten ancient tongues. The metropolis is a frozen, unforgiving concrete beast, starving the poor people at the billionaire's feast. The saxophone cries out into the desolate night, searching desperately for a tiny flicker of light. Echoes bouncing off the frozen brick facade, questioning the intentions of the universe and God. Listen to the tragic, beautiful Brooklyn wail, where the broken promises continually sadly fail. Oh, a melancholy symphony played on the frozen street, waiting patiently for the eventual return of spring. Brooklyn, where a heavy, devastating urban sigh, reaching all the way up to the overcast sky. Plowing through the snowdrifts, blocking the avenue, wondering how I will ever manage to get to you. My boots are soaking wet from the melting slush, surviving the frantic morning commuter rush. The bassline acts as a heavy, thick woolen coat, protecting the fragile vocal cords inside my throat. We huddle around the flaming trash barrel for warmth, enduring the brutality of this psychological storm. Pigeon sheltering, shivering beneath the window ledge, standing dangerously close to the emotional edge. The street lamps flicker, casting a yellow, sickly glow, reflecting off the dirty, accumulated city snow. I sing a lullaby to the ghosts of my romantic past, knowing that this freezing temperature cannot last. The morning dove answers from the fire escape stairs, carrying the heavy burden of my unspoken care. The saxophone cries out into the desolate night, searching desperately for a tiny flicker of light. Echoes bouncing off the frozen brick facade, questioning the intentions of the universe and God. Listen to the tragic, beautiful Brooklyn wail, where the broken promises continually sadly fail. A melancholy symphony played on the frozen street, waiting patiently for the eventual return of spring. Brooklyn, where a heavy, devastating urban sigh, reaching all the way up to the overcast sky. The tears fall down and melt the stubborn ice. We have already paid the ultimate heavy price. The rhythm will thaw the completely frozen heart, giving us the strength to beautifully restart. So cold, hold on, winter passes, keep breathing. Listen to the tragic, beautiful Brooklyn wail, where the broken promises continually sadly fail. A melancholy symphony played on the frozen string, waiting patiently for the eventual return of spring. Broken, where the heavy, devastating urban sigh, reaching all the way up to the overcast sky. Snow falling, city freezing, the wail continues, wait for the sun.
rusted bodega gate, but my internal temperature refuses to accommodate. Buying a spicy Jamaican patty in the freezing cold, keeping the cultural traditions incredibly fiercely bold. The diaspora migrating to the northern concrete maze, bringing the sunshine into the gray, depressing days.
Stepping off the elevator train at the Pelham stop, taking the island flavor straight to the very top. My breath is visible in the freezing January air, but I walk with a tropical, undeniable, confident flair. Importing the heavy spices to flavor the bland food, changing the entire metropolitan aggressive mood. The intersection of the islands and the northern state, creating a phenomenon that is phenomenally great.
Geographies colliding in a spectacular cultural mash, a beautiful explosion of flavor, a wonderful crash. From the turquoise waters to the gray asphalt street, we bring the undeniable heavy ancestral heat. Surviving the winter in the Caribbean Bronx, ignoring the aggressive loud taxi honks. A tropical spirit trapped inside a freezing zone, making the sightsee territory completely our own. Caribbean Bronx, a fusion of the snow and the sand, building a magnificent empire in a foreign
The
land.
landlord complains about the volume of the bass, but we are claiming ownership of this rented space. Playing the vintage cassettes to warm up the room, sweeping away the seasonal depressing winter gloom. I wrap a colorful scarf tightly around my frozen neck, paying for my groceries with a highly folded check. The accents mingle in the crowded corner barber shop. This spectacular migration is never gonna stop.
Looking through the icy window at the towering skyline, knowing that this entire massive city will be mine. Braiding my daughter's hair with intricate tie beads, planting the tropical resilient cultural seeds. We navigate the subway lines like navigating the sea, proving exactly how incredibly strong we can be. The thermometer plummets, but the rhythm keeps us warm, sheltering each other from the massive snowy storm. Geographies colliding in a spectacular cultural mash, a beautiful explosion of flavor, a wonderful crash. From the turquoise waters to the gray asphalt street, we bring the undeniable heavy ancestral heat. Surviving the winter in the Caribbean Bronx, ignoring the aggressive loud taxi honks. A tropical spirit trapped inside a freezing zone, making this icy territory